are live. Welcome, Tag Pro fam. Let me go ahead and just put my little advertisement in the channel so we can get some viewers here. And then we'll get started with our hot Major League Tag Pro content, baby. It's St. Paddy's Day. Hope everybody's wearing their green. I know I am. I know I'm green with jealousy that I am not in tonight's big game. It's going to be a crazy, amazing game. Can't wait to watch. Hoping for a game 7. I mean, come on, who doesn't want that? Right, let me get onto my Twitch real fast on my phone. Make sure the stream's looking okay. Okay, I see the stream. I don't think we have any viewers yet. That's all right. I'm sure you guys are all going to watch the playback and listen to all this fine, wonderful commentary. But yeah. Today is St. Paddy's Day. Hope you all went out and celebrated, had a good time, drank some green beer. Went to your local Irish pub. I did none of those things because I'm trying to not drink right now. I think I mentioned before on the stream, I got a race coming up, Spartan Race. Spartan Race is, I'm doing the Spartan Sprint, which is a 5K coupled with 20 obstacles. So it's an obstacle course race. It's not a race for me. I'm not trying to win the race. I'm just trying to beat my time from last time. So I guess you could say I'm racing against myself. So yeah, not drinking any alcohol until then and just doing one meal a day. Fell off the wagon a little bit this past weekend. Had a little extra food, had a little bourbon, but back on the wagon today. So no green beer for me. Tonight we've got Juke Heroes, your 2 seed, versus the Harlem Globebotters, the 5 seed, upsetting the 4 seed last week, the whacked out Merballs. Congratulations to the Harlem Globebotters. But tonight, a bigger challenge awaits them as they face off against the 2 seed. Let's see. Harlem Globebotters features P-Chip, Flaccid Trip, Fender, and Ballerina versus JBH, sporting a lineup of Dope, Exile, Sadness, and Arby Bear. Worth mentioning that Dope, Exile, and Arby Bear were last season's Super Bowl winners. They had Jig as their partner last season, and this season replaced Jig with Sadness, who so far has been an admirable replacement on the team, and they're faring quite well, as you can tell by their number 2 seed. So yeah, it's going to be a great game tonight. Game starts at 9:30, or at least that's when it's scheduled to start. We'll see if we're on time tonight or not. What else should we talk about? Let's talk about March Madness. Need a way to assuage your sorrows? Well, if you're out of the playoffs in whatever league you're in, hey, sign up for March Madness. March Madness is a play on words, of course. It's a play on March Madness, the NCAA basketball tournament, where there's 64 teams all vying to become the national champion. Well, March Madness is sort of similar. It's a tournament of maps. We're not going to have 64 maps. We don't quite have enough play testers for that. That's what we need you guys for. But looks like we're going to be able to field 32 maps and have a 32 map tournament and see which 4 maps come out on top. Those 4 maps are going to be added directly to full rotation. No need to go through trial. No need to try to wade through the pesky MTC. No, the winners will go directly to full rotation. It's your voice, it's your votes that matter, that make the determination. So hope everybody will get out there and sign up for March Madness. Signing up ahead of time really does help us out as we try to plan this event. Makes it a lot easier for us to know exactly. We can set up the teams ahead of time. We can set up the bracket easier. There's a lot of back-end work that goes into this, And guys, it helps out those who are helping with the tournament, helping run the tournament, to have your sign up ahead of time. So take a moment and go sign up. Yeah, that's March Madness. So I'm one of the sad ones who are out of the playoffs. Had an early exit. We did make the playoffs. I was on Legends of the Split and Temple LST. Made the first round of the playoffs and immediately exited stage left, facing off against the 1 seed Mercury Revolutions. Tough. I guaranteed a moot ball this season, and my guarantee was in vain. So, yeah, I have discovered this season that with new baby here, baby Wings is now like 7 months old, I guess. That I just don't have a whole lot of extra time, especially as I'm trying to do a little bit more streaming and committed to streaming once per week this season. That I just can't do all the scrimming. And so I'm toying with the idea of captaining a minors team next season that is a no scrim team. So yeah, if you're a minors player and that interests you, and you can't be bothered with these silly scrims, shoot me a DM, let me know. And if it works out, I'll draft you and we'll have a good time. We won't scrim, and who knows? Maybe less trying means more success. Because more trying has not yielded more success, not in my experience in previous seasons. So yeah, no scrim team. That's what I'm thinking. It's springtime, and that means it's time to plant your garden. If you are into gardening, it's time to get those seeds in the ground. Actually, maybe not in the ground, outside. It's time to get your seeds, my seeds, into their little seed tray. I planted all my seeds today. Very excited about that. I buy most of my seeds from like an heirloom seed company called Seed Savers, and they even send out a physical catalog every year, so that's kind of fun to get your seed catalog. I do it all online though. I don't really actually use the catalog, but maybe there's lots of gardeners that are kind of old school and like that. Anyway, I planted, 2 varieties of full-size tomatoes. One's called the Mortgage Lifter, big fat tomatoes. The other one is called Redfield Beauty. Going to try those out for the first time this season. Also got some cherry tomatoes. They're yellow. I think it's called something crazy like Hartman's Gooseberry. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a yellow color and it's a cherry tomato. Looking forward to growing those, trying those out. And I've got a bunch of different peppers. I got some jalapenos, got habaneros. I've got some serrano peppers that I'm going to be growing in the garden. Should be a lot of fun. Seed the people. Hey, Robiny, I've just got my chat up now, so I can see chat. Guys, please let me know if the stream looks okay and sounds okay. I want to make sure that everything is good for tonight's game. Let's see, garden seeds. I've got some celery that I'm going to try to grow. Bunch of herbs, dill. Not dill. I didn't plant the dill yet because the dill's going to go outside. I've got oregano. I've got parsley, basil. So a bunch of stuff that... Okay, awesome. Thank you, Robin. A bunch of stuff that I've got growing in the garden, and I've gotten a little bit wiser when it comes to gardening. I've had some trouble getting some of the seeds to germinate in past seasons, and I just learned that some seeds like the soil to be a little bit warmer for germination purposes. So I purchased a heated mat to go underneath my seed tray, and I've got that going. So yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll get celery this year because I had trouble with that before. Some of the herbs I had trouble germinating the seeds previously. So fingers crossed, hoping for a bountiful harvest. Then there's a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be planting directly in the ground that some seeds don't like to be transplanted, And so cucumbers I'll grow outside. I've got some zucchini, sugar snap peas. trying to remember what else is going to be planted directly outside. Dill is one of the things. Carrots, I think, going to be planting directly outside. I've got these crazy purple-looking carrots that are called dragon carrots, so we're going to try those. See how that goes. I enjoy making homemade pickles, so that's my big thing. I'll be growing a ton of cucumbers. Last time I grew cucumbers, I put up this big huge trellis thing and grew the cucumbers up instead of spread out on the ground, and that worked a lot better because I don't have like a ton of garden space. So I'm excited to do that again, and excited to make a bunch of really wonderful spicy pickles. We'll put some garlic in the pickle jar. We'll put some jalapenos, even some habaneros, dare I say, and really make some spicy pickles. I'd love to get into like making fermented pickles, but I haven't got that far yet. Fermenting might be something for another season, but maybe I'm going to grow some cabbage. I can make like some sauerkraut or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, Robiny, I saw your message in the majors discussion, but it didn't make sense to me. Because you said LAB swept Weed the Messies, and isn't the other teams Land Before Timers? Okay, LBT swept. Okay, thank you. Got it. All right, so the 1 seed Land Before Timers awaits whichever team wins tonight. We're 2 minutes before game time, and I don't have a group link yet, so let me shoot Dope a message and see if he's got that. Game group link? Question mark? The Water Wheel Super Team. Robiny, I've got everything kind of set up for my stream. It's not super easy for me to like go to the hub and check stuff. Would you mind sharing in chat who is on that team, what their roster is? Oh, is that the one there was controversy because Water Wheel dropped from the other team and got added to this one? When maybe some people feel like that shouldn't have happened? I feel like I remember something like that toward the beginning of the season. Let's see, maybe I can go to the hub myself. Alpha Churro and Water Wheel on O. Yeah, I have no experience playing with those guys. Oh, Dad and Nameless. Yeah, Nameless is really good. Dad plays like a snipe defense. I think Dad really just needs like the right partner, but if they're the 1 seed, then maybe Nameless is that guy to be the right partner for Dad. Yeah, solid guy though. I really like Dad. I had him on my 1 failed season as a Majors GM. I think I had Sadness on that team too, actually, if I think about it. Not 100% sure. All right, I guess these teams are practicing hard because no one has sent me a group link yet. Maybe this is one of those things where Dope told me it was at 9:30, but really it's at like 9:37 or something stupid like that because of team default times. Now I'm questioning everything, questioning life here. So let me see if I can go to the hub and see what it says. Majors. No, it says 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's right now. So hopefully I will receive a group link imminently. And it sure would be nice if someone could update the hub playoff scores to show that LBT swept the question marks. Unfortunate question marks were the 6th seed. You always kind of root for the underdog a little bit, I think, in situations like that. But tonight, I'm a Juke Heroes fan. So I will not be rooting for the underdog, the Harlem Globebotters. Let's see, what else is there to talk about tonight? If you did anything fun for St. Patty's Day, put that in chat. Oh, I know what I could talk about. I made some killer like fajitas yesterday, or day before yesterday actually. Grilled out some chicken, grilled out some steak, cooked or heated up the corn tortillas on the grill. That's a pro tip right there. It's a solid move if you're looking to up your tortilla game. And I made homemade Mexican rice. Found out that the secret to good Mexican rice is tomato bouillon. So I had never used that before. Picked some up, and it turned out great. I mean, it just looked exactly like real Mexican rice. I made black beans from scratch. I had them soaking overnight, the dried beans. Made pico de gallo, made guacamole, the whole 9 yards. I went all out on these fajitas, and they were amazing. Wish you guys could have come and shared in that. Hey, we got a group link. Let me copy this link and head over to my game screen. Paste and go. Awesome. Looks like they're just finishing up scrims right now. And we've got half of HGB in the lobby here. So we should be starting relatively soon here, I would guess. Wow, so even though it sounds like, Robiny, that even though it was a sweep, the games were pretty close. That's exciting. Really hoping tonight, as much as I am cheering for JBH, hoping for it to go the distance. Would love to have a Game 7. Man, that'd be so cool. I even edited my scoreboard to include 7 games for tonight. So hope we get to use that. All right, I see Alpha Churro in here. I see Fender. I see Flaccid Trip. Is one Deeg, is that P-Chip? I think it is. So I think we have everybody. I wonder who on these teams has been playing for the longest time competitively. I remember Dope from like season 5 or 6. I know he was playing minors then, if I remember. I think P-Chip is a pretty old name. Maybe Arby Bear too. I don't recall the others. I don't know. I'm really curious now who's been playing for the longest time on these teams. All right, HGB slowly getting into the red team here. They're going to be red for 1357. Hey, we got, let's see, Bambi in chat now as well. Welcome, Bambi. Oh, we're waiting on Rena. What the hell are these lineups again? Now I can't even remember. Let me go look at my notes again. Okay, it's P-Chip, Flaccid Trip, Fender, and Ballerina. It's not Alpha Churro. Oh, so Alpha Churro is in as a spectator? That's interesting. Because Robiny, didn't you say he's on the other on the 1 seed team? All right, all of the players are now in position. Just waiting for everybody to ready up. Let me let them know the stream is ready. Stream R. And we're just waiting for these players, these 2 teams, to say they're ready, and then we will be good to go. I got all my fingers and toes crossed here that when I go to the game screen that it's not going to do that black screen nonsense that I've struggled with. It's a known Mac issue with OBS, and it happens when your screen is maximized. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't run into that. I checked and double checked and triple checked everything, but you know how it is. Sometimes technology has a mind of its own. Mrs. Wing's walking through the room here. She's got a nice little glass of wine here. I'm a little bit jealous, not gonna lie. Yeah, you might be right, Robin. He's left the group now, though, and rejoined. Yeah, these 2 teams taking their sweet time, given their pregame pep talks, I guess. My favorite was back when I was doing the nuclear jukes. I had Ginseng on my team a couple times, and he used to ask ChatGPT to write an inspiring pregame speech for us, and it was hilarious. Some of the pregame speeches that we got, great stuff. Robiny, how did your season go this season? Yeah, it's a great idea, Bambi. He would even put in like our names and positions, and ChatGPT would just go ham. It really came up with some funny stuff. Yeah, I didn't pay a ton of attention to Novice this season, except that my son joined in. His name is Behemoth. That was his tag pro name. Obviously, I wouldn't name my own child Behemoth. That'd be crazy. Yeah, and I think he had a pretty good time up until I guess he ran into a little bit of toxicity, and then yeah. Hey, we're starting here. Let me switch over to game 1. I'm watching my stream. Hopefully it's going to work correctly here. All right, and we are off. And somebody please tell me in chat that it's working on OBS, because I'm not seeing it switch over. Anyway, Sadness is out low, and he is working on trying to turn the corner. Can't quite do it. Rena's there. with the return. Flaccid Trip now camping the low boost. Dope is out high, and he is looking for space. Rena's going to track him down. Sadness now with a free grab. P-Chip tries the snipe. The backwards boost, it doesn't work. Sadness trying to go straight at the flag tile, misses, and then Flaccid Trip's there to get the return. Dope now with another easy-looking grab. Sneaks out high against P-Chip and comes over the top of Rena. Tries to boost Exile into the offense, and the OD doesn't quite work. P-Chip picks up a tag pro and Exile with a juice, so first round of pups is a tag split. FT sitting on flag tile with a tag protection. Exile has to live. Exile doing a nice job staying alive, but then gets returned by Arena, and it's going to be HGB drawing first blood. Flaccid Trip with the cap. Flaccid Trip with a nice grab from the boost. Now he's coming from behind, but Dope's out. Dope has no pressure on him. Oh, very close to a cap there for Dope, but Rena was there just in time to get a grab and get away. Exile now looking to track down Rena. RB Bear now chasing. P-Chip with another backward snipe. Hits it this time. And we're all reset. Fender tries a little grab. It was nice, but didn't quite work. Bambi, the elusive maps that Bambi likes. So Bambi, you're a Milano fan. Interesting. Let's see. Dope is out now. Has the angle. Oh man, if Sadness had a block on Rena there, that probably could have been a cap. May still be a cap anyway, and it's going to be. Dope equalizes. It's now 1-1. RB Bear has the juice on defense. Exile can't sneak underneath P-Chip. P-Chip and Fender and Dope all sporting their axe flares. Really a missed opportunity here today. Shouldn't everybody have their shamrock flares or their green lucky hat flares? It's St. Patrick's Day. What are we doing with axes and bunny hats and all that nonsense? Shame on these teams. I'm going to tell them when we get into the chat after game that they should change to a St. Patty's Day flare. Although I guess, I'm just as guilty. I've got my MTC flare on, but at least that's green, Let's see, Exile's the only one with a green flare, so we're going to give Exile some credit. Dope doing a nice job holding. He's now coming back into base. He's sitting on that bomb, but P-Chip with another backward snipe. And in all my talk about St. Patty's Day, I missed an HGB cap. Sorry about that, HGB 2, JBH1. So HGB off to a hot start here. We're at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Can I make the scoreboard harder to see? What do you mean by that? You want it smaller? Realty? Just let me know. And in between games, I can probably adjust that. All right, Fender with a nice boost up top. Cut off beneath the H line at the bottom. Oh. Yeah, I know what you mean. That is an issue with the Mac screen resolution versus the OBS resolution. I can, try to raise the screen up just a little bit for the next game. I'm doing one screen, so I can't easily make changes during the game. All right, we've got Rena with the RB. It's now out, and she gets sniped by RB Bear. Dope staying patient, trying to find a way past a couple offensive defenders, and he comes off that bottom boost and gets returned. Sadness sitting on the back boost, almost gets caught by P-Chip, and now he's got to work his way back. He's going to sit on that bomb probably. P-Chip deadly with those backwards boosts. Damn, P-Chip, you're braver than me. Dope now coming around from behind, gonna get tagged by Rena. Fender out top, but Sadness is there. That time P-Chip caught the spike with his backwards boost. Rena gets a return, and we're all reset. Excuse me, not reset. Now we're reset. Dope grabs the flag. He's got juice, but couldn't quite get past Fender, and now Flaccid Trip taking the other juice on offense, trying to find a solo grab opportunity. And Flaccid Trip and Dope, their juices are both out. Next round of pups is going to be an RB bot and a juice top. Dope and Sadness come boosting in at about the same time. Dope comes away with the flag, but there's too much pressure. Rena with the return. Sadness now with a nice boost, and they've got numbers in base. Fender gets returned. Dope with a strong block. Sadness pushes him and gets the cap. We're all tied up as we hit 4 minutes. Yeah, not only was that a nice route, it was a really nice use of your defenders, pushing against them to get the angle to get in on that cap. Sadness now using that back boost, and Sadness showing some real patience with the flag. He's going to get gated by P-Chip. FT was putting some massive pressure on him. FT and Fender with the pup sweep here. Now Rena looking for a way past RB Bear, gets caught by either him or the spike, couldn't tell which. Flaccid Trip now coming across to the top. He's going to get... Oh, I thought he was going to get sniped by RB Bear, but I think it was Exile with the return. Dope now with the opportunity. Sadness tried to bomb some folks away, but it didn't quite work, and Dope takes an awkward angle. Waited a bit too long on that boost, I guess. Oh no, Sadness boosted FT right into his own flag carrier. We're all reset, and we're almost at 3 minutes. HGB 3, JBH 2. Dope now looking for the equalizing cap, and he can't get past Fender. Sadness picks up an RB, and he's intact with the flag. If somebody can get Fender, this is an excellent opportunity for JBH. RB diffused. Exile trying to protect. Sadness taking a non-obvious angle, but gets to the flag tile. Nice work for Sadness. And we're all tied up. RB Bear tracked down. P-Chip out low. Dope gonna grab and go, and P-Chip trying to inhibit him, and does. Fender with the return. Now can P-Chip make a move? There's 3 OD there now. It's gonna be tough. He's just staying patient, maybe gonna wait for pups. He's got blues all around him. Dope with the team boost gets the return. Flaccid Trip now gonna make his way low. Dope sitting on that boost, cutting off FT's progress. Maybe FT will just try to make him hit the boost. Nope, he backtracks. And now he's got the mid boost there. Everybody's fighting for that low power up, that tag pro, and it's Exile who comes away with it and gets spiked for his troubles. Now RB Bear with a snipe, and Sadness makes it 4-3. JBH, who's been trailing all game or tied, takes their first lead at 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Now Dope coming low with Exile. Tag lead. Fender, flag pro, trying to keep things in a 1-point game. He's gonna get, wow, he takes a nice angle off of the corner and gets a cap out of nowhere when it looked like all hope was lost. Damn, what a play. And we're reset. We're coming down to 1 minute, and it's a tie game, 4-4. Fender with a kind of a not great solo grab there. Of course, the nerves have got to be going now. Both teams eager to win game 1 in the series. Exile takes I'm just going to say it, a not great looking grab. Dope flacids, and now Fender trying to make it across mid, but kind of ran into trouble with his own team, and it's Exile with the return. Now Exile has a boost, the straight in is there, and it's 5-4 for JBH. And Rena desperately trying to lead her FC. Gets sniped from behind. Now Fender's coming across. Sadness on that back boost. Takes the high route. Bumps off of Fender. Fender gets bumped into Exile, and Sadness makes it a 2-point lead as we approach 30 seconds. It looks like JBH is going to make short work of HGB in the waning seconds of this game and come away with game 1. P-Chip gets returned by Exile. Flaccid Trip is on the low boost. He has to push it now. RB Bear with the long-range snipe from downtown. We're at 10 seconds. Can HGB cap twice? Seems unlikely. They've got nobody on flag tile. They need at least clutch time. Fender trying to find an angle. It's not there. Exile comes away with the flag. And game 1 goes to JBH 6-4. What a game. Man, it was all tied up, and then out of nowhere, JBH got a couple caps. Nice work. Sadness leading all scorers with the quaddy. It's not a hattie, it's 4 caps. It's a quaddy. If you haven't heard it, you've heard it now. And let me update the scoreboard here. Let's see. first let's go back to intermission. Now let's go to the scoreboard. JBH 6, HGB 4 for game 1. Game 2 going to be Audacity. Okay, so we want the scoreboard's a little bit cut off at the bottom and we want to move it up a little bit. Is that correct? Is that what we're trying to do? Not my scoreboard, but the score, the in-game Tag Pro scoreboard is what we're talking about. I must have some kind of setting where there's a delay between what I'm actually seeing on my screen and what happens on my stream. I think when I originally set up Twitch, somebody recommended like a 30-second delay or something like that. Bottom third of the in-game scoreboard was chopped slightly. Okay. I think I can fix that. Let me go to OBS. I'm going to come to my game 2 screen here and just slightly move that up. And we'll see when they get started, if that works. Yeah, I am by no means a streaming or OBS whiz. It's been a lot of trial and error, mostly error, and pain, and trial and tribulation. But, yeah, you know, we got it. It worked eventually. And I've had a lot of fun streaming. I enjoy calling the games, and it's fun to get some reaction from from you guys in chat. I do have one bone to pick with chat, though, which is that no one has given me any good cigar recommendations, and I've asked for it in several different streams. I've gotten some good bourbon recommendations, but no cigar recommendations. I'm a cigar noob, so I need those. All right, game 2's underway here, or getting ready to start. Let me switch to my game 2 screen. Okay, game 2, Audacity. Last one went right down to the wire, and then JBH got it right at the end. Can the Harlem Globebotters come back in game 2? And we're off. Dope takes out one of the mid boosts, leaves the other one up. So Fender gets a nice bump grab using that mid boost, and now he's looking for blocks from FT. He picks up one, trying to sneak underneath. RB Bear can't do it. FT left the blocks and now is going to be out high, coming across mid. Exile on that boost, and got the cap. Illegally obtained Cuban cigars. Well, that's a little tough to do since aren't they legal now? Pretty sure Obama legalized Cuban cigars. Thank you, Obama. Fender coming low and has to back up a little bit. He's got that high bomb he can use. He uses it. Exile sitting right in the boost. Fender has to come behind. Exile trying to snipe from behind. Takes a beat. FT loses his momentum and Exile gets the return. Now Exile looking for blocks and gets them. Sneaks past Fender and really pushing it, even though there's 3 OD there. It doesn't work out. It's time for Pups. Sadness is working against FT. FT picks up the juice. RB Bear with the RB appropriately. It's a Pup split. P-Chip sitting on the high boost. RB Bear with the RB intact. And trying to get away. FT surely, yeah, FT with the diffuse and a nice angle off of the corner using the neutral. Gets not only the diffusal, but the return, and we're all reset. Next round of Pups is a pair of Juke juices. Traditionally not the most useful of Pups. Dope, out past 3. Just needs to be patient here. Waiting for the bomb to be cleared. Goes high with it. Oh, the cap surely was there, wasn't it? I think he was a little too patient there. Oh, they're saying back to group. Something's wrong. Yep, everybody's leaving. Unfortunate, because that looked like it was going to be a JBH cap there. I did not catch what the issue in game 2 was. I'm going to ask them what the issue was. What was the issue? Oh, Fender lagged out. I also asked them why they are not wearing St. Paddy's Day flares. And told them we're all disappointed in them. Yeah, Real T, you might be right about that it's not allowed, but they did it anyway. Not up to me. RV Bear says he never changes his flare. Sadness says he has to keep the same flares the rest of the season, so now we know Sadness has OCD. Exile says he forgot he had a St. Paddy's Day flare. And Placid Trip, I'm looking forward to my post-game poop, win or lose. There's your quote of the game. Yeah, for real, right, Robiny? Those are all terrible excuses. We want St. Paddy's Day flare, and we want it now. All right, looks like both teams are ready, so I think, are we doing 8 minutes on the clock? 9 minutes, we're doing 9 minutes. So I guess we're sort of going back to like partway through the game. All right, let's go back to game 2. Let's try this again. Game 2. JBH leads the series 1-0, and we are doing 9 minutes. So 1 minute already gone due to last game. Fender lagged out, and JBH being, gentlemanly, I suppose, and allowing for the reset. Dope is out low, can't quite sneak out past Rena. She's there. Sadness now. Ooh, makes P-Chip miss a snipe. That's got to be what, the 6th backwards boost by P-Chip? And Sadness makes him pay, weaving his way through the middle and coming up with the first cap. P-Chip, don't boost backwards. Even novice players know that. Come on, my friend. All right, Exile and FT are the flag carriers. And they're going to both hold for pups. And they're both going to try to push it a little bit. RB Bear comes away with the tag. Rena with the juice. Pup split. P-Chip with a nice forward snipe this time. Rena has the bomb, but Exile too fast. Dope now with protection from RB Bear. Looking to make it 2-0. But it's P-Chip with the snipe. Fender now coming low. Past 2. Past 3. And now he's not going to be past anyone. Maybe he is. Fender coming in, has the angle, gets the tying cap. It's 1-1. Nice job by Fender. That did not look like it was there at first. RB Bear with a little bump grab there, but Rena's patient and gets the return. Fender above Sadness, could be another cap, and it is! Fender with the perfect timing, had faith in his team. And it's 2-1 now for HGB. It's time for pups. Both pups uncontested. P-Chip with the tag pro, Sadness with the RB. And P-Chip gets boosted into the flag, and so he's now flag pro coming across mid. He elects to destroy Sadness. And then Exile with the return. Pretty nice play there by P-Chip. Fender coming across mid, trying not to go never cap, but kind of has to. OD's in place, and the return is there. FT now has the angle low, kind of stubs his toe on the corner a little bit, took some of his momentum. Will he be able to get across top? No, Dope too strong. And now Dope on the team boost. He's coming off that mid-island. It seemed like he was going to go low is what I thought. Dope now on the low boost. Rena's in position. Nice return by Rena. Sadness can't get above Fender. We're all reset as we approach a double tag round. All players now. It's 2v2 on both of the tags. Sadness is going to peel away. No, he was trying to use the boost there. Flaccid Trip and Fender. Double tag. It's green team. For HGB on St. Paddy's Day. Is the luck of the Irish going to be with them? Can they make it count? P-Chip trying to get a grab. But RB Bear doing a great job. Rena now with the grab. RB Bear with some massive defense there. Fender coming across mid. Flaccid Trip camping the other. Flag tile, but no, they can't make it count. Green team. Curse of the green team. Yeah, somebody was camping that team boost. I can't remember who it was, but they made the flag carrier kind of slow down, the tags were out, OD caught up from behind, and opportunity wasted. Very sad. All right, Flaccid Trip now coming out low. RB Bear and Exile are there. He has to come back up high, picks up a nice block from Fender, honestly, and now he's out past 3 and sneaks underneath of Dope and gets another cap. It's HGB leading by 2, 3-1. RB Bear and Sadness have both of the pups, and Dope now has protection as JBH tries to climb their way back into this game. The Tag Pro got bombed up into the spike, and now Dope sitting on flag tile, but he's going to get sniped from the sniper himself, P-Chip. Fender trying to stay alive, can't juke both RB Bear and Exile. RB Bear now with a grab, and an immediate is immediately returned. And no flags out as we approach 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Next round of pups, we've got an RB high and we've got a juice low. Exile out high, but he's going to get tracked down by P-Chip. Sadness now with a grab and a boost to work with. Tries to go underneath P-Chip, but P-Chip knew where he was headed and got the return. Dope now trying to go mid, gets past Rena, can't get past P-Chip. P-Chip destroying all flag carriers right now. And it's Fender picking up the RB and Flaccid Trip picking up the juice. If you can hear some crying in my background, that's Baby Wings just practicing her stream voice. Fender with the manual diffusal makes it 4-1 in favor of HGB. P-Chip trying to pile on, gets caught on the corner, RB Bear with the return. And now with 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining, JBH in a deficit, a 3-cap deficit. They've got to find a way to at least get 2 plus some clutch time maybe. One at a time though. And Sadness waiting for Dope. Dope gonna boost low. Maybe he was trying to time the low boost there and combo them, perhaps. Flaccid Trip is out. Picks up a block from Fender, and now going to be returned. But no one able to grab on the other side. Now Sadness with a grab. P-Chip gets the tag uncontested. How do you not fight for the Tag Pro? That's a big miss by HGB, and now Fender just sitting on flag tile with protection from P-Chip. P-Chip pushing out. Fender thinking about trying to stop Exile. No one can tag Exile. Dope gets a return on Fender. And now we are reset. Time starting to look a little scary for JBH. It's Rena and RB Bear. Rena looks like she's about to get tracked down, but Fender with some nice blocks again. Fender seems like he's always doing a really nice job blocking for his flag carrier. RB Bear returned, and P-Chip trying to find a way around Exile and Sadness. It's not there. Dope with the return. 2 minutes now, and it's time for pups again. This time HGB remembers about Tag Pros, but still they're getting doubled, and P-Chip comes away with it. Sadness, though, can they at least get a cap to make it worth something here? Sadness still trying to find a way. Dope, can you boost some people out of the way? Nope. Fender comes in from mid. And that looked like a really missed opportunity, a painful one too, because they gave up the Tag Pro. Now P-Chip coming in low, and he's still alive. Dope off of the high team boost. Sadness now with the backwards snipe. And Dope makes it a 2-point game. All right, so there's still life, there's still hope for JBH. We saw them cap twice in the remaining seconds of the last game. Can they do it again this time? It's Flaccid Trip and Dope. Dope with a nice angle, but Fender's there for the snipe. Flaccid Trip now, a nice spawn by Dope, pushes him off of that team boost. Flaccid Trip has to go high, and Sadness is sitting on the opposing team boost. Sadness may be going to boost into FT. He does, but there's no one there to help out. Exile comes away with the tag. This time, JBH knew they had to double that tag pro, and Dope with the RB. So an opportunity here, but they need to find a way to get Flaccid Trip. Dope with an ill-advised manual defusal doesn't work, although eventually they did contain him. But suddenly Dope is ahead of 3. Can Rena be blocked? Rena's not blocked, but RB Bear was in the right position. And now, all of a sudden, 2 caps in a row. It's a tie game with 20 seconds left. What is happening? JBH out of nowhere comes away with 2 caps. And we're all tied with 10 seconds left. Dope now coming high. Weaving his way. He's going to... It's 5-4. 3 caps within the last minute for JBH. Fender needs to get above Sadness and does. Scores in clutch time, and now we're in overtime. It's 5-5. A flurry of caps in the waning seconds of the game. HGB desperately needs this win. This will be a backbreaker if they don't get this win. Rena boosts straight into RB Bear. Fender now on that high boost. No grabs on the other side. Dope doing that combo boost again. Now gets out. Fender is high. RB Bear is camping the mid boost. Fender has the team boost now to work with. Maybe off the mid island? No, he elects to walk it forward, following a block from FT. Sadness on the team boost on the other side. And now Fender going to be returned? Probably, yes. Exile with the snipe. Sadness comes low and is now at flag tile, but Rena's there. Rena waits too long to use the boost and gets tagged by RB Bear. But we're all reset, and it's our first round of pups in OT. Dope maybe going to grab here. Yes, he can't help himself, but he's good, so, you know, it's worth it. Dope has to backtrack. He's got the low neutrals. Flaccid Trip also with the high neutrals. Flaccid Trip now close to flag tile. Dope with a nice boost to stay alive, but looks like he's going to get tracked down. Both return. Fender now with the RB intact, but it's out. And Sadness now high. Fender in the never cap territory, trying to work against Exile, and Dope on the boost. Gets tagged by Exile. Rena coming high, but stubs her toe on the island. Has to come backwards now. She's going to go for the team boost. And she can't get there. Dope knew it and cut off her angle, trying to come the other way. Reset again. It's almost time for pup round number 2, and there's a juicy looking tag on bottom. Who is going to get the bot tag? That could very well be the decider of this game. RB Bear with a nice solo return, and now it's Fender and Exile. All 8 players fighting for the Tag Pro. They all know how important this is. It's Fender who wins the Tag Pro lottery, and we'll see if he can make use of it. Flaccid Trip going to be able to grab, but the bomb is there. Fender comes above. Smart move. Nice patience. The bomb's diffused, and now they're coming. RB Bear maybe going to try to snipe from behind. Can't, and it's going to be... No! The boost! The boost stops Flaccid Trip from capping, and RB Bear able to catch him for the cap. We're still tied at 5. 2 minutes, 38 seconds into overtime. We're going to get a third pup round before you know it. This time it's going to be double juice. I can't even believe what I'm watching. Flaccid Trip... Oh, man, too bad he couldn't have caught that team boost. All right, Dope now on his side of the map. Fender also on the opposing side. Dope has to backtrack all the way back to the team boost. Oh, he tried to boost Fender into his defender. It didn't quite work. All right, it's Flaccid Trip with one of the juices. Sadness with the other one. Flaccid boosting all the way down low. Can't get to the bomb, but can he stay alive? He's got a block from Rena. Makes a nice little, ring around the rosy with Exile there. Now he's got blocks. He's coming in low, and he catches the boost. Now he's going to try to come in over the top side, but now the numbers are not in his favor. It's 3-2. He's got to come all the way back. Sadness misses a snipe, but forced Flaccid Trip back further. Now he comes underneath past 2. Can't find the angle and boosts into one of the defenders, maybe Exile. Fender now up high. Sadness with the backwards boost from downtown. Hits the snipe with precision. And now gets a second return on Flaccid Trip. It's time for Pups again. There's a tag up high. And it looks like JBH is going to take it. They barely do. RB Bear with the tag. And I didn't see who got the other. Oh, it's Flaccid Trip with the juice. We're at 4 minutes and 23 seconds deep into OT. Game 2. A lot on the line. This is the kind of game that if you win, it's such a momentum builder, and if you lose, could be backbreaking. Fender barely sneaking out up top. And Dope just doing a nice job carrying the flag. And he's going to get corralled here. Fender now with potentially an opportunity, but he only has one defender to help him out. Dope going to come in for the return. FT with a free grab. He's going to make his way back to the team boost and take some nice corners. He's past 1. The bomb's there, but it doesn't really help him out, and he gets caught in that bottom lane. And now it's time for Pups again, but nobody's really set up for them. It's double RB. Fender coming never cap. He comes off the top boost. He's underneath. And Fender scores. It's HGB winning by 1 cap at 5 minutes and 12 seconds into overtime to tie the series at 1 apiece. What a game. What a series. Nice work, Fender, getting the last cap there. Wow. This is the kind of series we want to see. Hell yeah. All right, I can't even remember what screen I'm trying to go to. I'm so excited over the game here. All right, let's go back to our scoreboard and let's get this 6 for JBH. No, excuse me, 6 for HGB, 5 for JBH, and that one was an overtime and a half victory. Whew, what a game. Get yourself a glass of water after that one. Cool down, because that was fire. Game 3 going to be on Aceta. Your aggregate score is in favor of JBH, 11 caps to 10. And Rena hopped out for a minute. I don't know if she had to reboot or something like that, but she is not in the group. Well, she's in the group, but she's in spectators right now. This game, Water Wheel says this game took 30 minutes. Yeah, with the restart, I guess it just about did, right? Because we had almost 2 full minutes. Then they restarted at 9, so we had like 11 minutes total. And then we went 5 into OT. So that was like 16 minutes. I wonder what the longest playoff game ever played is. That's got to be in contention. What a game. Yeah, so series tied at 1 apiece. I've got my eye on that game 7. I did tell Mrs. Wings that I would likely be done between 10:30 and 11. And that appears to not be correct. So we'll see what happens. If Mrs. Wings needs me to stop streaming, then just F you all and we'll just leave you hanging. You know, that's just how it'll have to be. Nah, I wouldn't do that to you guys. Thank you, Kalpa. Mrs. Wings does not say hi back because she doesn't know you're talking to her. And because she hates Tag Pro. Yep, sorry. We're still waiting for Rena to hop onto Red Team. Okay, now she's in. Dope says he's ready. And now Fender says he's ready as well. Game 3 should be underway shortly. Let me go to my Game 3. All right, game 3 is on Acida. And we are tied in the series 1 game apiece after a massively long overtime. That's what she said. Sorry, couldn't help myself. And we are off on game 3. Let's go, Acida. Sadness got pushed into the bomb there. Dope snuck out against 2, comes over Rena, and FT's there. He has to backtrack coming through Gate. No, Gate's not there. The blocks are there. Dope scores first. Nice cap by Dope. How did they let him out up top? I didn't see. He got a solo grab there. And now another solo grab by Dope coming off of the triangle underneath Dope. The geometry. Dope coming in hot. He says, I did not like losing that last game. 2-0 for JBH right off the bat. Sadness bombs into a defender. Dope now again looking for space. He's takes the boost off of the corner of the 45 and manages to avoid the spike. Dope flag carrying skills on display right now. Flaccid Trip with the wraparound grab gets gated by RB Bear. You know what they say, get gated, get traded. Dope coming in low, caps again. It's a Hattie at 8 minutes and 55 seconds for Dope. FT with the manual defusal, but the juice is there with Exile, and there's no grabbing opportunities. Sadness on that top boost. Dope thinks about grabbing. Hell, at this point, I wouldn't blame Dope for any grab he wants to take. And Dope looking for the handoff, and both defenders backed away because they were worried about the handoff, but now P-Chip gets the return. Yeah, they had Dope contained there, but maybe one backs off, not both. Dope with the wraparound boost. He's going to boost low straight into flag. What is happening? Dope with the quaddy at 8 minutes and 13 seconds. Dope already has the flag again. Dope is pissed about that. OT game comes over. Exile wraps around. Dope's like, F it, I don't even need to cap. I'm just going to stay alive forever. He picks up an RB by himself. HGB in shambles right now. Dope just putting on a clinic. Wow. All right, Sadness on top. Bomb has nowhere to bomb to. Comes off the wall. Nice actual angle that Sadness took there. He really saved a cap, but it looks like it's not going to matter. HGB finally gets their act together here and scores. So now it's 4-1 in favor of JBH. Flaccid Trip trying to make it another cap, but Dope comes flying in. Who else? And gets the return. And now Fender is working against that gate boost. Oh, you gotta know your 45 angle there. You can't hit that spike. That's just either nerves or lack of practice, or I don't know what that is. It was bad, though. Can't be hitting that spike. Not in majors. I can't give you a pass on that one, sir. RB Bear picks up the tag, and P-Chip gets the other tag. Both tags on defense right now. Now P-Chip going to take it offense. He's looking to give FT a grab and kind of misses. RB Bear able to kill both offenders, and now Exile with an opportunity. The blocks are there, the cap is there. It's 5-1 for JBH. And Dope gets returned, and Sadness now coming out high, comes off of the wall, backtracks, takes the bomb on the left side, and he's going to be returned by P-Chip. Dope can't get past P-Chip either. P-Chip picking up a pair of returns. And now Flaccid, can he get to gate? He can. Flaccid knows how to hit the side of that and gets the cap. It's now 2-5. HGB picking up one more. Fender looking for space. It's not there. Dope with the return. The grab, he's past 3, and he gets another cap. 5 of JBH's 6 caps go to Dope. It's 6-2 in favor of JBH. Sadness protected by the tag. Needs to live, because otherwise it's a cap the other way. Rena with the counter cap. Makes it 3-6. Both teams having trouble keeping the flag in base. Acida notoriously tricky for the defense. A lot of players struggle on Acida. And these teams, the defenses seem to be having a hard time keeping the flag in. All right, we're approaching halfway. It's a 3-cap lead for JBH. RB Bear looking for the corner of that boost, couldn't quite find it. And it's time for pups. Sadness getting bodied by Arena right now. Arena has a nice position on that. But Dope comes in to help and times it perfectly. Fender with the manual defusal comes in high. Dope in position with that juice. You don't want to let Dope live with that juice. He's already dangerous enough as a flag carrier. He gets returned. And we're pretty much reset. Dope leaving RB Bear to defend by himself. But now there's spawners. FT misses with the bomb. Dope comes flying in from the right-hand side, but unfortunately the backboard wasn't quite there. Sadness and company a little bit further away from flag than maybe Dope was expecting. Exile now boosting in high, and if it weren't for that pro spawn by Fender, might have had a nice little bump grab. Fender waiting on the boost on the right-hand side, but Exile's contesting. And it's time for pups again. We've got a tag right. FT now looking for a possible cap, but Dope sneaks out. Dope now with a straight in. He's got 6 caps. It's 7-3 JBH. Who's going to stop Dope? Nobody, apparently. Exile now piling on. It's 8-3. JBH looks to be in firm control of this match. Aceta, apparently not the map for HGB. They look lost right now. FT has to go low under gate, and it's enough for RB Bear to catch up and get the return. Yeah, so HGB, the first 2 games have just been so close, nail biters. And now this game is a blowout in favor of JBH on the strength of Dope's flag carrying skill. Dope now looking to get another cap, and it's there. Dope making it look easy. 9-3. A little bit of chaos there. Dope bumping into Sadness and then getting bumped into the spike. And Flaccid Trip with another cap. I mean, I guess HGB's not necessarily out of it, but they're running out of time. We've got under 3 minutes and they need 4 caps and a grab for clutch time. Looks difficult. Rena being protected by P-Chip, but they're on the wrong side of the map. And no pressure on RB Bear. They let RB Bear through the gate, and they give RB Bear the boost. Now RB Bear going to be returned. Fender sniped. Exile out. Exile returned. Sadness and Flaccid Trip now. Yeah, these flags are not staying in their bases. And HGB needs the flag to stay in the base in order to climb back into this game. Sadness with a unfortunate boost into the OD, and now FT trying to find a way home, but he doesn't have enough help. And so he has to take the long way. And nicely done by FT to find a second win there, but RB Bear pushes out nicely and gets the return. We're under 2 minutes. It's a 5-cap deficit for HGB. JBH looks to have this one on lock, and it's double juice for the blue team. Flaccid Trip now has to juke the Juke juice and can't do it. Dope apparently thinks he's invincible because that did not look like a good grab. And Dope looking for another grab. He bumps off of the defender and easily gets away. And he's on flag tile even though there's defenders there. Yeah, this is HGB going to have to just take a deep breath after this game and say, all right, our bad, as they boost into the spikes. Sadness trying to find some flag carrying room. Had a nice block from Exile, but then kind of got bumped. And last pup round here, we've got an RB left and a tag right. One tag's not really going to do that much good, but of course you can't just give it up. And they do. RB Bear with the tag. Fender with the RB. Dope gets returned. Fender now looking for a grab. He elects to do it with the boosts and manually diffuses. Can he come off the top wall? He can, yes. And it's now 9-5. They need, well, 3 more caps in 30 seconds. And a grab. Can you hide the map so we can see the full balcony view? I don't know what you mean by full balcony view. Oh, you want to see the background picture here. I understand now. I will show you the background picture, yes. Time about to expire here. Flaccid Trip looking for a kept flag. That's about all the consolation that HGB is going to get. He can't. The cap was there. Oh, so sad. It's 9-5 in favor of JBH. All right, let's go to OBS for a second, and I will show you the background. Can I show you the background? Oh no, I can't hide the map because that's not an image in my OBS. That's a background on the game itself. Oops. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to do that. Let me do the important things that a streamer should actually be doing, which is updating the score. So JBH 9, HGB 5. JBH takes game 3 and now leads the series 2-1. Sardonica up next. And both teams taking a moment. How many caps did Dope get that game? Was it 8? Realty, you have some nice suggestions that in my old age I am unable to accommodate. That is something for someone with actual streaming skill, which I do not possess. 7 caps. 7 caps in one game. Hell, a lot of players don't get 7 caps in a whole series, let alone in one game. Yeah, I think my suspicion is Dope did not like losing that 5-minute OT game. And he took out all of his fury on the Globebotters that time. Just a clinic by Dope. That was nice. I love HD, says I don't have 7 in my career. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? That's tough. Right now, Dope looking like the premier flag carrier in Tag Pro. Yeah, I'm curious to know what's chat's prediction for the remaining games. Do we think HGB can pull off an upset victory, or is JBH too strong? After games 1 and 2, I would have said it could go either way, but game 3, you know, JBH looked really, really strong. Of course, I guess you got to take the map into account. Aceta, it's a challenging map, especially for the defense, and when you have a talented offender like Dope, they're going to punish defense on a map that's tough for defense. Sardonica, I would say, is easier for the defense, so we'll see. TJ Payne, that's the king, right? Saying JBH wins, but it's close. Yeah, I think that's a fair take. That's certainly what it looks like. Yeah. Hey, King. The King. All right. Game 4 is starting. Let me go back here and change to my Game 4 screen and music. You can see down here this says live nudes in the background. You can only see the end of the word nudes. Yeah, I kind of like this picture. You know, it's got cocktails up in the top left here. My kind of town. Dope looks for a grab and gets it surprisingly, and is out left. Can't get past FT. Sadness now coming down low, has to backtrack. He's got the high boost, Rena on the button. Sadness with some momentum, able to stop himself before he really got into trouble. Manages to get away from P-Chip, but can't get past Rena. And Rena diffuses. Dope with a grab here. Sadness took the boost from him, but Dope with a nice corner. And Dope just doing some circles here, looking for a boost to pop up, and one does. Suddenly Dope And now he can camp that boost as it's time for pups here. It looks like JBH is going to get that tag. And RB Bear, it's double tag for JBH. Dope now with protection. Trying to stop Fender, and does. Pushes Fender into exile. Rena now needs to find a way to live. And she takes a boost angle that takes her towards Dope. Now gets boosted away. But Dope was returned. RB Bear with the return. We're all reset as the tags expire. JBH, the curse of the double tag. The green team lives on. They're unable to take advantage on this green St. Paddy's Day. It's P-Chip coming in strong. Sadness had to grab and get away and barely did, and then somehow managed to stay alive. And suddenly it's looking like a countercap opportunity, but no, he gets gated by FT. Sadness. How do you let yourself get gated there? Sadness was my minors captain and had the pleasure of getting a lot of good advice from Sadness, and also playing with him in a bunch of scrims when we were down one person. And I feel very confident that Sadness would not have been happy with me had I gated myself that way. All right, as I went on my little soliloquy here, both teams just capped, and so it is now 1-1. Dope now on that top boost, boosting all the way down, manages to avoid the gate, bombs up straight into P-Chip. P-Chip in the right spot at the right time there. No backwards boosting from him this time. He didn't have to. Dope did the hard work for him. Flaccid Trip now looking for a way through. It might be there. The blocks are there, and Flaccid Trip sneaks his way through traffic. And now it's 3-1 for HGB. Fender looking to add to the lead. If that boost would just pop up, it doesn't. Dope able to sneak around P-Chip and get the return. Flaccid Trip has to take the long way out of base, but Sadness allows it. And OD in good position this time. Flaccid Trip has to come back. He's got the low boost to work with. Comes off the left wall. Dope up high. And P-Chip and Rena pick up double pups. A tag and a juice for HGB. Dope returned, and now Flaccid Trip with protection makes it a 4-1 lead. Fender now out high against Sadness and Dope. Oh, Sadness gets the return. And as good as JBH looked last game, it's HGB doing the same thing right back. It's two heavyweight champs just slugging it out. Back and forth. You gotta love it. Game 7 looking like a real thing. Hoping for it. Flaccid Trip comes off the corner and sneaks out low. He's got the boost. Dope's chasing from behind and forces FT left. In time for the OD to get there. Sadness with the wraparound return. Nice job by Sadness. But really, it was Dope that was just hot on FT's heels. Fender now with an awkward angle off of the boost. Had too much momentum. The straight in was there, but he didn't have that straight in boost angle. And P-Chip now bombing out high. He's past 3. Can a return happen there? No. Fender's not close enough to Sadness, and Sadness patiently waits for the boost and just dances around mid a little bit, picks up a block from Exile, and P-Chip, even though he's on flag tile, Sadness is nowhere close to being returned. P-Chip has to try to make something happen himself. Eventually Fender with the return, and now we're reset. Rena coming out hot on high. She's going to go straight into flag tile. The OD caught them napping, and it's now 5-1 for HGB. And so last game, it was JBH that had the huge lead. This game, it's the other way around. Fender's returned. Dope patiently holding. Trying to crawl back into this game a little bit. He comes back to that right-hand boost, waits for pups, and gates himself. Exile up high with the juice, has to boost down low, misses somehow all the defenders, and tries a sneaky juke on the inside edge of the wall, but Exile doesn't fall for it. Now it's Sadness coming in, picks up a nice boost block from Dope, and caps. JBH gets one back, 5-2 in favor of the Globebotters. Yeah, chat saying that you can get a lot of caps quickly on this map. Well, potentially. We shall see. They don't have to do it quickly, though. There's time. We got 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Fender now out high. Exile with the solo return. Dope now coming low. RB Bear in exile trying to find a way. Dope might have to stop Rena. He can't. He's too busy trying to stay alive. Can't do it. Sadness now sitting on that high boost. Exile picks up an RB. It's going to be P-Chip picking up a tag pro that's not contested by JBH. That feels like a mistake by JBH, letting those tag pros go without fighting for them. Rena gets returned by Dope. Exile now on the neutral boost on the left-hand side, but there's at least 2 OD, 3 OD there. He has to go backwards. Fender now with an opportunity to come the other way, but Sadness with the return. Dope now out left-hand side. He's going to be sitting on flag tile. Flaccid Trip has to boost left. And seems like it's the flag carriers that are winning at the moment. Returns appear to be scarce. Dope now showing a little bit of patience. Reno gets returned, and now the blocks are there. Dope able to ram it home in spite of 3 OD trying to force their way. The blocks were solid, and the angle was true for Dope. It's now 5-3. Only 2 cap deficit now with 3 minutes remaining, just under 3 minutes. Dope picks up an RB, and Rena with an RB the other way. Dope able to grab, and can he get out with it intact? He can. That's dangerous for HGB. Rena, though, able to stay alive, and Dope has to defuse. Now Rena return, and somehow Dope snuck in. It's 5-4 now for JBH, just a 1-cap lead. The blocks are there. There's a straight, solid wall that JBH uses to equalize the game. It's 5-5 as we approach 2 minutes left in Game 4 of the Foci 4. Dope now sitting patiently on that high neutral boost, goes right with it. FT gets returned. Rena out past a couple, and coming in high, Sadness in good position, forces her back. Dope all the way back in the opposing team's base. He's on the right-hand neutral. He uses the boost, and now he's maybe going to try to help Sadness get that tag. Both flag carriers trying to help their player pick up the tag pro, but it's Flaccid Trip who comes away with it, and now Rena has some protection, but RB Bear, hot on her tail from behind, is going to get the return, and Dope almost picked up another cap, and maybe still will. No, Flaccid Trip was there just in the nick of time. Are we seeing another curse of the double tag pro here? Dope with the snipe attempt misses. The tags are out now, and Flaccid Trip is the one maybe looking for some space. RB Bear bombs out on the right-hand side and manages to stay alive. Flaccid Trip thinking about trying to help out, but didn't really have an opportunity. RB Bear doing a nice job of carrying the flag. I just cursed him, and now he's returned. Flaccid Trip now trying to work against 3 OD. Has the boost, but there was not a lot of space, and he gets returned. Exile with the counter cap, and it's there. Rena not on flag tile, and JBH takes the lead after being down by 4 caps. They now take the lead with less than a minute remaining. Dope returned. Fender with the straight in. It was not quite there. Exile barely managing to catch the edge and save what looked to be a straight in cap. And now suddenly HGB with 40 seconds left needs to find a way to grab. They've got P-Chip on flag tile with the RB. Dope with the snipe. And we're all reset. HGB desperately looking for a way to grab. They've got 3 on offense. P-Chip playing some snipe defense. Exile on the top left boost. And Fender finds a way. He sneaks out low. Can he stop Sadness? He pushes Sadness into the bomb, but no, Sadness gets away. RB Bear return, and now they need to find another grab. Rena grabs, she grabs, and now she's out low. This will be maybe the last grab for HGB. Sadness out high, and Rena gets returned. Fender with a grab, Exile chasing, Fender using every corner and every resource to get away. And now they've got numbers, but RB Bear in good position. Fender trying to come away. It's going to be Fender for the tying cap, and now we're in OT again. It's 6-6. In Game 4, overtime. P-Chip carrying, an Exile returned, and Dope gets he's got RB intact on the right-hand side. Sadness and RB Bear, they kind of pushed each other, and P-Chip is still holding. Sadness is holding, no pressure on Sadness, but P-Chip, he's showing what he can do with the flag. He's got that low bomb. And he's going to boost on the right-hand side. He does the wraparound. Sadness still alive. And P-Chip gets returned. There's a tag and an RB on this first pup round. There's 3 ODs. Sadness looking for a cheeky root. It's not there. Dope now going to come in from downtown. Goes right with the boost. We've got 3 OD, and it's time for pups. HGB, P-Chip with the long-range snipe. Now he tries, how do you try a backwards boost snipe in OT? That's some bravery right now. And Sadness gonna walk it in for the overtime victory. JBH winning 7-6. That's a tough one. That's a tough loss right there for HGB. 7-6 JBH in OT. Let me change to intermission. 7-6 in overtime. And suddenly, JBH has a 3-1 series lead. So there's 2 ways of looking at this, right? One way to look at this is JBH is about to break the backs of HGB. The other way to look at it is Tag Pro is notoriously famous for teams coming back and winning series when they're down 3-1. Time will tell what kind of series this one is. I know I'm a fan of Game 7, so JBH, even though I love you, you know, I've been streaming you all season long. The streamer in me wants a Game 7, so I can't even get the words out. I can't quite bring myself to say I hope HGB wins the next 2 games. If I could bring myself to say that, I would, but I can't quite. So I'm still cheering for JBH, but I'm also in the back of my mind cheering for this Game 7 here. We'll see. 59 viewers, that's awesome. I think that's the most I've had on the stream. Thank you everybody who's watching the stream tonight. Hope you guys are having a good time. I know I'm having a great time. This is really helping me. If you were here early in the stream, you know that I've been doing this 1 meal a day diet, trying to lose a little bit of weight. Yeah, it's true. Your boy's a little bit of a fat ass. Not too bad, but you know, I need to shed a few pounds. A middle-aged fat ass. 66 viewers, wow. And so, yeah, I'm starving my ass off right now. I'm very, very hungry, and this game is doing a great job distracting me. So glad to be here with you guys, glad to be calling the game. And what a classic, right? Modern day classic. This series has been a lot of fun to watch with some last second heroics in several of the games. We had a 5-minute OT. What kind of series is that? It's awesome. Let's see. Flaccid Trip indicating that he's ready. HGB is ready. JBH, though, not saying ready. They're smartly, maybe, taking some time to think things through, trying to calm down the nerves, taking a deep breath. There's definitely a trap you can fall into when you've got a 2-game lead of just being a little bit too cocky. All right, they're ready now. Game 5 is about to be underway. Let me switch to Game 5 here. Game 5, Moonbase. It's JBH leading the series 3-1, trying to close it out and advance to the Super Bowl. HGB clinging to hope. And they are now in must-win territory. Sadness with an early grab. He's out past 2 high, but knows he doesn't have the angle, so he backtracks to that back-of-base boost. Can't get above P-Chip. Dope now working against 2. And Rena with the return. Let's see, we got a tag low and we got a juice high, so we'll want to keep an eye on that bot tag. Fender working against RB Bear. It looks like RB might get a solo return, but instead just kind of pushes him back. Fender fakes the portal, bumps into FT, and is still just dancing here. Has to go back for the bomb, and now there's 3 defenders, and somehow Fender's still alive and has a boost to work with, comes high with it, and can't get past Dope this time. And now Sadness looking for the counter cap past 2. And Rena needs to get away now. It doesn't look like there's space. Exile with the return. Sadness with the cap. JBH takes the lead in Game 5. Fender now looking for the counter cap. Sadness just camping on OD with the Tag Pro. And somehow Fender got the return. I don't know what Sadness was doing there, but Sadness missed the opportunity to stop that cap. And so now it's 1-1. Dope looking to sneak underneath. The RB Bear block was strong, and JBH immediately gets their lead back. It's 2-1. Yeah, I think I favor JBH in this game. This is another map where it can be tricky to keep the flag in base, and we saw that seemed to heavily favor JBH in the Aceta game. So if you think Moonbase has some similarities to Aceta in terms of the challenges on defense, then you're probably favoring JBH right now. All right, let's see. P-Chip chasing Sadness. Goes for that back boost. And took the long way, but it appears to have worked. And now Fender's on flag tile, but there's not any real pressure on Exile. Exile doing a nice job staying alive, and now gets returned, but Dope is there to get and Fender now returned. Too many bodies in base. Dope somehow still alive. Fender gets the return. Yeah, Moonbase may even be harder for the defense. So far, though, close game. Exile comes screaming in, but Flacid is away with the flag. He's going to come off the top wall, has the bomb there, but can't get to it. Too much momentum. Sadness with the return. Dope boosts his way into the gate, and Fender has an opportunity, uses the bomb wisely, and equalizes. It's 2-2. As we approach 7 minutes, Rena comes away with an RB. Dope with the RB on the other side. It's a pup split, and RB Bear going to push it here now. He boosts Flaccid Trip back a little bit, but his teammates are not able to take advantage of it. Now Dope tries the same trick. This time it works. Flaccid Trip returned. Dope out high. Diffused, but sitting on flag tile. Can Rena be returned, or can she stay alive? She at least stayed alive long enough for Dope to have to go all the way back to the other side. He's going to come back to that bomb. Now he bombs low, and he is close to flag tile. Fender's there to cut him off. Rena's going to go high. Dope returned by Flaccid Trip, and now Rena's on flag tile, but she's surrounded by blue players. Sadness does a nice job of closing the door on her opportunities. And now Fender is looking for space. He kind of faked splitting the defenders and now has that high boost, but there's 2 OD in place, and RB Bear is able to contain and return. Dope now gets the tag low. Exile with the juice high, and so it's a pup sweep for JBH. JBH, Exile out high, coming off back wall. Rena's there, but how long can she realistically stay alive? Apparently a long time. She gates Sadness, and then Dope doesn't really put the pressure on. He stays on Re with the tag. It was expiring, and now it's Fender with the opportunity. The tag didn't help out JBH that time. And Fender just patiently waiting for his moment to shine. He was kind of waiting for that bomb, I think. Sadness away low. Fender trying to inhibit him. Does a little bit, but he very quickly needs to get away. P-Chip with the return, and now Fender dancing around mid. Gonna have to use that boost. Dope with no pressure on him. Fender has to backtrack after a bump against Dope, and Dope just chilling. It's pup time. Fender boosts Dope back, and P-Chip picks up an RB. Flaccid Trip picks up a juice. So at least with all of the dancing they did as the flag carriers there, HGB was able to get both pups. They're not appearing to be able to capitalize on them, though. Sadness using the boost to escape some trouble there. Rena with some pressure from Exile, and now return. Sadness trying to find a way out of base. Can't do it. And we're pretty much all reset. Dope with a grab, but immediately returned. And now we are actually reset. As soon as I say that, Fender's going to be away with the flag. Yeah, both teams struggling again to keep the flags in base. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. FT past 2 at mid. Back wall looked like it was maybe there for a split second. And FT still alive? No, gets returned by RB Bear. Dope now away. Will Sadness boost? Yeah, he does. He tried the backwards boost and then came off of the bomb. Got the return. Dope with the tag. JBH with the lead. 3-2 at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Rena coming off that back wall. Has a nice little grab and almost split the defense there. RB Bear coming in hot. And with all of the traffic and the chaos, it's Dope protecting him for a 4-2 lead, and now suddenly things looking a tiniest bit grim if you're an HGB fan. A 2-point deficit with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game, and the pressure now is on for sure. Rena looking to find a way past. Exile is out. P-Chip going to have the return here, and now it's 2v2. Rena needs to put on a clinic here, and it's not there. Dope was able to grab and get away, proving again why he is the preeminent flag carrier in majors, or at least so it would appear watching this game. Flaccid Trip at mid and has to backtrack. Sadness sitting on the bomb. JBH can afford to be patient here. HGB cannot. Somehow, Flaccid Trip comes in and grabs the RB, and suddenly this looks like a great opportunity. P-Chip with a bad angle. Sadness able to get away, and the opportunity appears to have been lost. Sadness still just able to carry as Flaccid Trip is making the defense look silly. Now some blocks are there. No, Flaccid Trip pushed all the way back. Tries to come under, but Exile read him and got the return. An unfortunate turn of events for HGB because it sure looked like Flaccid Trip was going to make something happen. We're almost at the 2-minute mark, and Fender with a nice bomb. They've got some numbers. He comes over. He comes under. Oh, no. How is the cap not there? And he gets it on the rebound. Thank God for Fender, because, damn, that looked like it should have been a cap the first time around. Fender now looking for the equalizing cap. Dope now with an opportunity to make it 2 again, and does. It's 5-3 for JBH. And RB Bear gets returned by Fender. Flaccid Trip coming in. HGB maybe have numbers here. Sadness is returned. Flaccid Trip coming in from above. Wraps around, under, through, sideways, and in for the score. And it's now a 1-cap lead for JBH. Rena gets bumped as she's going to try to find some kind of angle. Comes back wall. Is it there? Wow, for a second it almost looked like it was. But now maybe they have numbers. Flaccid Trip coming over, and yes! They tie it with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. It's 5-5 in Game 5. A must-win game for HGB. Can they find a way to take the lead? Flaccid Trip thought about coming underneath, but RB Bear's there for the return. Fender now is past 1. Fender now is past 2. And has to come back. Dope had the angle on that boost, but Dope took it backwards. He's waiting for Pups. Fender going to try to apply some pressure, but there's no one there to return Sadness, so the pressure's not really anything to write home about. And he's returned. We're still tied as we are at 40 seconds left in the game. RB Bear is out and does a nice job sneaking past 2 or 3, but Rena's there. She goes portal, and P-Chip blocked her and then bombed her right into RB Bear. Kind of an unfortunate bit of chaos there. Sadness tries to go above Rena and can't. Dope now away low, but has to come back. The contains are there. Now he's high above both of them. Rena probably should have been playing a little tighter there. Dope looking for a way home, gets sniped from behind by Fender, but Sadness now with a free grab. And we've got 5 seconds left. It looks like we're going to get our 3rd overtime game of the series. P-Chip on the boost. We know he loves to boost backwards, but this time he's thinking about Pups, I guess. Sadness is thinking about a straight in. He's just holding for Pups. Dope going to pick up a juice. Exile going to pick up an RB. It's double Pups, a Pup sweep for JBH. Exile now with the RB intact and numbers. Coming in hot. And gonna get the winning cap. That's it for the game. That's it for the series. JBH is going to advance. The 2 seed will face the 1 seed in Super Bowl 35. Congratulations to JBH. What an exciting series for both teams. Thank you to all players. You guys really gave us something truly exciting to watch tonight. That was just an awful lot of fun. So yeah, wow. Let's get the score in there. What was it, 6-5, I think? And let me go to my ending screen here. I believe it was 6-5. 6-5. And that one was overtime as well, right? 3 overtime games. JBH winning the aggregate 33-26, if I put in all of the scores correctly. I believe I did, but you guys feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. The Jukebox Heroes fighting their way back to the Super Bowl. Last season, Dope, RB Bear, and Exile winning the Super Bowl with Jig. This season, can they do it with Sadness as their fourth? Sadness certainly hopes so. But yeah, the big boys, the heavy hitters, the 1 seed faces the 2 seed in the Super Bowl next week. Everybody, don't forget to sign up for March Madness. That's going to be on the 22nd, which I think is, Saturday night? Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, that's Saturday. It's this Saturday is March Madness, day before the Super Bowl. So it should be a nice, fun event. We're in the middle of our competition for season 35. We've got plenty to compete with. March Madness is not about competition, not for the players anyway. It's about competition of the maps. So get into March Madness, vote on your favorite maps, and we'll put some new maps into rotation. That's going to be fun. I'm about to sign off because, I've got 3 minutes left to stream, according to Mrs. Wings, right? I told her I'd be done by 11. Look at me. I was right. Big congratulations to Jukebox Heroes, Globebotters. Sorry it didn't work out tonight, but you guys played a hell of a match. Really, really close games, really exciting games. And best of luck next season to you guys. But congrats to Jukebox Heroes, and hope to see everybody at the Super Bowl. Have a good night, everyone. Happy St. Paddy's Day.